they have a chocolate shake
Oh.
that is like this big in a big old mug. And around the edge of it is like chocolate goo dripping down the sides, covered in sprinkles. I mean, you have to like lick it off. And then in the chocolate is chocolate chips, and then the whipped cream, and then the drizzle. And then there's this stick that comes out of it with a brownie, a whole brownie stuck on top. Welcome to Repertory Company Theater's RCT360. I'm Deidre Sherm.
I'm Laura Alley.
And I'm Rachel Ratcliffe.
And welcome, ladies. Here we are at episode number 56, and today's theme is Pass It On. And before we get too far into the episode, I want to share a little bit with you about something that happened this week in our week of rain. John, take it away.
Oh my gosh, careful, it looks like it might be a snapping.
Looks like a snapper. Which side do you think he's trying to get to?
Doesn't matter, put him on this side.
But snap your finger right off.
Dad's gonna go save the turtle.
Save the turtles!
Okay. Good luck, Dad.
Come back.
Don't get...
It's die.
Okay, oh.
You say you die.
Oh my word. Oh! Hurry! Just grab him from the sides. I don't think he can reach you. Now run!
Wow. Don't.
Ah! Run, Dad! Well, we saved the turtle. And it's so rainy. Oh, it is so rainy.
Can you believe that?
He was a very snappy turtle.
I'm kind of scared of turtles, even small turtles. That turtle had some gravitas to him or her, but I'm really glad that you saved a turtle life.
Yes, we didn't stop to figure it out if it was a he or a her. But it was a fun moment and a great teaching lesson, especially for our kids in the car, that it's that you look and find your turtle and see how you can pass it on. So, hey, Laura, you have someone that we know who's been really great at passing it on.
Absolutely. Our own Vivian Reed has Viv's Cards for a Cause. The online store has fantastic original cards, and they're absolutely, truly works of art. She has been busy making cards. So to be sure and take a look at her website, right now she's working with the Stampin' Up! Noble Peacock Suite. It has rich colors. Remember, all the proceeds from the cards goes to Walk to End Alzheimer's. The handmade cards are $5 each, and that's really a great way to pass it on, Miss Viv. Rachel?
So speaking of passing it on, there is a new environmental program that was started by former Richardson Councilman Amir Omar in 2010 as an effort in Richardson to plant 50,000 trees. A year later, the program inspired Tree North Texas, and a goal of planting not 50,000 trees, 3 million trees. Today, inspired by those efforts, but not affiliated with either a private nonprofit, is born. The organization focuses on planting trees in Richardson, so public places or homes, but in front yards where the impact is both for the homeowner and for anyone else driving on those streets that can enjoy the wonderfulness of a tree. The trees are 100% free And Amir told us that for the most of the focus this last year has been to plant trees in neighborhoods affected by last year's tornado. So I know, just not speaking in my own neighborhood, what an impact last year's storms made. So a wonderful giving back program to get trees planted in those places that suffered damage. And over the last year, they've planted over 100 trees in those areas. So for more information about how you can plant your own tree or become involved, visit their Facebook page at Facebook Tree the Town. Deidre?
That's awesome. I love that initiative. And if people have been watching the news, the weather this week, they can see that we've been hit here in North Texas again. And some of the same places that got hit by the tornado before just got hit again this week. So we are always so grateful for people who take the initiative to make our land beautiful again, and especially with those trees. And you know, something else I'm so grateful for. That's a good quarantine confessional. Rachel, why don't you take it away?
Thank you, Deidre, and welcome once again to another installment of Quarantine Confessions. Come closer, closer, but not too close. Okay, friends, so today we're talking about passing it on and all the wonderful things that you can do in the community to help other people. Now, it's really great when you can help humans, but something that I share in common with my dear friend Deidre is a willingness and just supernatural ability, I would say, to help the little creatures of the world as well. As I have talked about multiple times in my quarantine confessions, being in isolation has really heightened my sensitivities for all of the little woodland creatures that live around my house. And remember, people, I live in the middle of the city, but we have all manner of creatures. We got the cats, we got the possums, we got the raccoons. I'm pretty sure I have an armadillo that I haven't seen. But friends, the creatures that I have helped most recently that have warmed my heart the most are the baby owls. Oh my gosh, you guys, they are so cute. A few months back, let me explain. My husband put up an owl house smack dab in the middle of our front yard in one of the trees. It's not the most attractive thing, but you know, I let it roll, thinking that this will never ever bear fruit, or owls as it were. Skip to about a month later, my husband's actually getting up in the tree to move it slightly, and we hear the screechy pitter patter screech of little owl feet and beaks. That's right, we had baby eastern screech owlets. So then I feel this amazing responsibility to take care of my owls. What do I do? Are they gonna fall down from the tree? Should I put a platform out? What do owls eat? Do I need to prepare grub worms at the bottom for them? I didn't work out all the details. But then skip to the future. I didn't hear the owls for a while and I was getting kind of worried. But on a particularly blustery day, I look in my backyard and there's something kind of gray in the tree. And up there are the two baby owls. They're so cute. And they're kind of hanging on to my little crepe myrtle for dear life because it's one of those really windy Saturdays. But again, I watch them all day, just waiting to see if I need to lovingly escort them back to their owl house. But nature always finds a way. And at the end of the day, owls don't really need me. So while I haven't seen them in a while, I assume that they're just getting ready, taking their college prep exams and buying things for their little owl dorms for next year. But no owlets, I will always miss you, and you will always have a place in my front tree. And that, my friends, is my quarantine confession.
Oh, Rachel, I love that so much. Thank you for sharing your baby owls with us. And now it is time for In the Spotlight. And Laura, who do you have for us today? How'd you like that transition? How'd you like that transition, Rachel? Laura, take it away.
Today's In the Spotlight guest is a former RCT company member as well as an RCT intern. Please welcome to our webcast the amazing, the talented, the incredible Jacob Waters. Hi, Jacob.
Hi.
So happy to have you with us today.
So happy to be here.
Awesome. Can you tell us first a little bit about who you are and what it is that you do?
Yes, love that question. I've been getting it a lot lately. So I'm Jacob. I grew up doing RCT first at the School of Musical Theater. Then as I got older, like high school, I transitioned doing stuff at the company. I worked as an intern along the way. I went off to school, currently studying music education. Actually, not currently anymore because I just graduated. But yeah, that's about me in a nutshell.
Nice. And obviously, there's a lot going on in our world. And with the pandemic that's been happening over the past a year plus, how has your lifestyle changed due to everything that's going on?
Oh, I used to think myself as a pretty extroverted person. And I think this whole pandemic, doing everything virtually has really helped shift me kind of more to an introverted kind of like middle ground between the two. I find myself more, I guess, technologically advanced now because I used to not know how computers worked whatsoever, but now I can navigate things like Zoom. No, but for the most part, it hasn't changed a whole lot. I've still been able to like do all my normal things. School has never changed. Like personal things like just like fitness and stuff hasn't really changed. All like music and things have kept going. There's events on OU that like are all about musicals and competing musical competitions. And so I was in charge of running that when COVID hit. And so we really worked hard to make sure that it was able to keep happening despite the pandemic.
And you kind of touched on it a little bit, but what has it been like going through your senior year of college? You just graduated, but you were just going through your senior year of college during the pandemic.
It was definitely a big shift. It all started like then in junior year. We were in the middle of like doing one of our shows. We were a week away from performing like for live audiences in the final competition when we got the call that's like, hey, this event's canceled, which is unfortunate because I know we were going to win everything, of course. But after that, it started off like just a really big bummer. I knew myself and many of my friends were thinking about just delaying school, like either taking a semester off and coming back to it later so we could still have that in-person connection and like see our faculty and all those things. But after talking to my parents and just thinking about like what's best for me, I kept doing school, which transitioned swiftly to like mostly virtual classes. I would say the first month or so of that was a little like hard to get through, just because you're so used to. I'm like a goofball. I like messing with people, like passing notes in class, being like the little class clown troublemaker, and to go from that to I have to like sit and listen on a computer when I have like so many distractions around me. It was difficult, but I mean, we're all pretty resilient, and especially in music, we like are good at just knowing what needs to get done and getting it done. So after about that, then it kind of eased off for a little bit, and pretty soon we just kind of became a new normal that we've just made work,
Right. So you talked about music and the music stuff that you've been going and doing. How did you first fall in love with music? Obviously, you're a music major, and you can kind of expand a little more on that. But how did you first fall in love with music itself?
Well, my parents always said they took us to like these little elementary school music classes when we were babies, and that we always loved it then. I just can't remember myself not loving music, or at least being silly, like doing all like the kindergarten, like elementary school dancing games and stuff. My mom was the first one that got me to like musicals. It was Little Shop of Horrors, which led us to doing my first show at RCT was Little Shop of Horrors way back when. And I don't know, it just kind of grew from there. I did band throughout high school, played the trombone, never really liked the instrument. I wasn't very good at it, but I just liked being there with my friends and the people. I liked music as like a social thing, how it brought everybody together. And then I transitioned from band to choir my senior year, and then I decided I wanted to keep on doing it and make it my career. So I went off and majored in it. So I think I've always loved music, but it's just the people that have really made it for me.
Right. And you've touched a little bit on it as we've been talking, but what is next? Obviously, you just graduated from a college at OU. What is next for you with music and everything?
Well, I'm currently in the process of interviewing for jobs. I've already, done my applications to a lot of districts. Most of them in Texas, it's a lot slower than Oklahoma. So I'm still hearing back from like potential interviews with Richardson, Plano, McKinney. So I'm kind of going along for the ride. I'm not trying to plan too far in advance and just kind of live in the moment and enjoy it while I do it. So it's more like fingers crossed I get these interview callbacks and land a job for the next couple of years.
Sure. What would be your dream job? What would be the dream title of the dream place?
Right now, I would love to be an assistant at a high school somewhere. I love all the grades. I student taught with elementary, high school. I did an internship with middle school choirs, and I get along well with all the kids, but high school kids are just maniacs in all the most fun ways. I feel like I really get their energy. I like their vibe. I like that they're equally hardworking, and at this point they know whether or not they want to be in music, so you don't have to fight them as much to convince them to do these things. They're there because they're driven, and they can be goofy, and they don't mind if you say, hey, shut up, do the thing.
Well, I definitely think that when I was in high school, if you showed up and you were the choir teacher or director or assistant, it would have been a blast because you are incredible and you are great with people, and kids really, really love you. I know because you have worked with me throughout some of the summers and some of the camps and stuff. So I know you're going to be great in everything that you do.
Oh, thank you so much.
Well, Jacob, thank you so much for spending some time with us today. I'll definitely be probably calling you about music direction because you just kind of mentioned that you love teaching music and helping people. So never be good at anything because RCT will definitely call you and make you do it. Yeah. Thanks for being here, Jacob. We appreciate you.
Thanks so much for having me.
Thank you so much, Laura. And thank you so much, Jacob, for joining us today. It is always a joy to see you. Come back soon. All right, we're going to go ahead right back to Laura, who's going to give us a little behind the scenes look at what's going on here at RCT. Laura, take it away.
Welcome to Behind the Scenes, a look at what we have going on behind the curtain here at RCT. A lot of people want to know, how do we choose the shows for each season? First, a list of possible shows is compiled, and it has to be shows that fit our space, our casting needs, budget, and what our audiences prefer. Then the directors choose the time slots and shows they wish to produce. The office must contact the publishing houses to see if the shows are available. Then contracts are signed, royalties are paid, and that is just the start. And did you know that most main stage musical royalties run from $2,200 to $3,600? And that does not include costumes, sets, professional services, or the music. So for our next 2021-2022 season, we're thrilled to announce a great new lineup of show. We have Noises Off that will kick off the new season in September. The Addams Family is returning by popular demand in October. And Broadway's A Christmas Carol the Musical is coming for December, followed by Emma in February, Broadway's Best in March, The Pirates of Penzance in April, the long-awaited Newsies in June, Annie in July, and we have left the August slot open for now for a surprise show. Tickets are on sale now for the new seasons. It's 9 shows for $225. That's the best deal in town. Don't miss out. Call the office for your tickets today. Back to you, Deidre.
Laura, I can't wait for the new season. So many great shows.
I know it must be so hard to pick, but I learned something in the spotlight about your process and the royalties. So very, very interesting. I can't wait for next season. It's gonna be
There's
awesome.
a lot that goes into it that I don't think people know. So I was glad we got to share that a little bit.
Yeah.
Yes, so if you have an opportunity, if you're watching and you'd like to help to support us in that, please get in contact with us and hurry up and get those season tickets. I was actually calling the box office today about season tickets for next year, so it is in the process. Hey, and don't forget, we have a little something special coming up on Friday, June 11th. It's our next June Porch Light show. You don't want to miss it, so give us a call at the box office so you can get your tickets for that. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Well, thank you so much for watching and joining us here today. You can join us again here in 2 weeks, June 5th on Saturday. We can't wait to see you back here again there too. And until then, I am.
You are.
We are RCT.
Okay, Rachel, where are you?
Yeah, I only got 20 minutes.
Rachel, where are you?
Someone walks in for a lesson. Oh, Madeline.
Look at your cute head.
Oh, thank you.
I can't believe how fast it's grown. It probably doesn't seem that way to you, but it looks really
No, but I mean, everything else is completely back, so that's nice. Eyelashes,
Oh,
eyebrows,
wow.
it's good, yeah.
Good.
Who are you, Deidre? Who are you? Who?
I can't say without singing that's how it is with God's love. Experience it. You want to pass
it on.
It's beautiful. That was a beautiful duet. Completely together, by the way.
Yeah,
No
I'm
delay at all.
pretty perfect.
Everybody but Deidre.
You mean not me?
Not Rachel.
Not
Rachel,
Rachel.
go away.
Now Laura.
I'm actually in the corner of a room.
I know,
It looks
but it
very
just
nice.
looks great. Let me get Amy here. Amy
I
here.
put this plant right here to add a pop of green to the bottom corner. I've been praying for a duet for me and you, Rachel, so I'm so glad that moment.
Yeah, that was a beautiful moment for everyone.
That was gorgeous. That was gorgeous.
Rachel's gonna entertain us.
Yes, with their quarantine confessional.
All right.
Just now thinking up as we're
You don't know that, John. Maybe.
all right. I love it. I love how these come out. This is great. Okay.
Rachel, I think he's gonna comment about your fan.
It's not on,
I
but
was
it's
going to comment about your fan. That's
That's right.
His normal thing.
Am I the only one still here?
Yep, you get to do
Oh,
the
there you are. Hi, hi.
Here I am. Pass it on to the turtles you know.
Oh, more. Do more.
Turtles love passing it on, and they will bite off your fingers, maybe too. Yeah,
Oh,
that's all I got.
That's the snapping turtle rhapsody.
Snap, 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 hello.
Pass it on.